Chosen one, you will catch people's eyes. You are a blessing. You have carried a light within you for a very long time. A light you didn't always understand, but one that refused to be extinguished. That light is now about to shine in a way that no one can deny. You were never designed to blend in. Your path was never meant to be hidden. The silence, the isolation, the misunderstanding, it was never a punishment. It was preparation. And now your presence will be undeniable. Eyes will turn when you enter a room. Conversations will pause. Hearts will feel something divine walking by. Why? Because you were chosen to be a blessing, not just to one person, not just to your family, but to every environment you step into. You are marked for impact. Watch this video until the end, because it carries more than just words. It carries a frequency, an activation, a reminder of who you are. And write your warmest wishes and 777 in the comments. This is a sacred act, a vibrational seed, a message to the universe that you are ready for the visible elevation, ready to see your wish unfold, ready to catch eyes, not for vanity, but for destiny. The power of intention meets the power of timing right now. Let your comment ripple in the spirit as a declaration of readiness. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. You see, for so long, you may have been invisible to people who mattered to you, overlooked in rooms where you should have been celebrated. You brought ideas, value, compassion, but they just couldn't see it. It was like they were spiritually blind to who you are. But now, chosen one, the veil is lifting, and what was hidden is becoming highlighted. The favor of heaven is resting upon you, and it's changing how people see you. This is a time of divine exposure, not for your ego, but for your assignment. There is something powerful about the way your aura is shifting. It's no longer quiet. It's no longer invisible. Even if you don't speak, even if you say nothing at all, people will begin to feel the energy you carry. They will ask themselves, "Who is that?" They won't know why they're drawn to you, but they won't be able to look away. You are a divine magnet now. What couldn't find you before? Recognition, love, support, opportunity is being drawn to your frequency. Because you're no longer operating from survival, you're stepping into significance. Chosen one, when you walk into rooms now, you won't just catch eyes, you'll command respect. You'll trigger inspiration in the right people and conviction in the wrong ones. You'll awaken something in others just by being yourself. You carry a presence that isn't taught. It's divine. It's been cultivated in the shadows. That glow isn't cosmetic. It's sacred. You're walking proof that God's favor cannot be manufactured. It must be birthed. And you birthed it through silence, struggle, and staying faithful when you didn't understand why you had to go through so much. You are a walking answer to many people's prayers. You will step into spaces where someone has been crying out for hope, for strength, for confirmation, and your presence will be their signal that the storm is ending. You are more than just a person. You're a sign, a signal, a shift. You are someone's blessing, wrapped in human form. You may have once felt small, but heaven never saw you that way. Even when you were broken, you were still blessed. Even when they didn't applaud, God was writing your name in places you hadn't even dreamed of. And now, as doors open, as people begin to recognize your worth, understand, this was never about popularity. This was about purpose. This was about visibility for divine influence. God is putting you on display not to be admired, but to be impactful. You are rising not to collect fans, but to activate other chosen ones. And let's talk about this next season. You are entering a time where your silence will speak louder than others' noise. You won't need to promote yourself. Your alignment will announce you. Your consistency will make you magnetic. Your inner peace will radiate louder than any brand. You will catch eyes because the anointing on your life cannot be hidden any longer. It was never meant to be. The light is rising. You are rising. Everything that made you feel different was actually making you distinctive. You weren't born to fit in. You were born to stand apart, not in arrogance, but in divine confidence. Because your life is a message. Your story is a bridge. Your journey is about to shift people's perception of what's possible. You are becoming living proof that obedience, endurance, and authenticity still win in a world full of noise and illusion. The very people who once ignored you will now be intrigued. Those who dismissed you will now admire from a distance. But here's the key. Don't shrink. Don't apologize. Don't dim your glow to make others comfortable. This glow cost you something. This elevation came through nights of tears, prayers when you had no words left, and steps of faith when you had no map. You've earned the oil that now rests upon you. You were chosen to reflect something greater. Your presence makes people pause because it awakens something they forgot existed. Hope, realness, divine frequency. You are a walking disruption to the ordinary. You are not just different. You are divinely disruptive. You were made to break patterns, to interrupt cycles, to shift atmospheres. The people you're about to encounter will be drawn to your authenticity. They'll sense your spiritual authority. They won't know what it is about you, but they'll know it's something they can't ignore. You won't need to explain yourself. Just walking in alignment will be your explanation. Just showing up fully will be your impact. And here's something important. Don't let this new visibility confuse you. You are not being elevated for attention. You are being revealed for assignment. People need what you carry. And the reason God is allowing your face, your name, your presence to catch their eyes is because He's positioning you as a light in their dark spaces. You are the lighthouse in the storm, the spark in the silence, the reminder that divinity walks among humanity. There is no need to compare your journey with anyone else's. Your glow is authentic. Your favor is unique. What took others 10 years will begin to find you in months. Why? Because this isn't about hustle. It's about harmony. You're aligned. You're ready. You're prepared. And you're recognized, not by everyone, but by the ones who matter most in your destiny journey. And if they ask, "Who do you think you are?" you can answer gently, "I'm someone who survived what should have broken me, and now I'm walking in my truth." That's enough. That's powerful. That's the kind of strength that draws people closer and reminds them of their own power. You are no longer the one overlooked. You are the one appointed. Let them look. Let them wonder. Let them ask questions. You are not here to blend in. You are here to bless. You are here to reflect divine timing and power. You are here to stand in the full expression of who you are. And yes, chosen one, you will catch eyes, but more than that, you will shift hearts. You will awaken dreams. You will confirm visions. You will bless without even trying, because you were born for such a time as this. There is something divine stirring in the atmosphere around you, chosen one. And whether you see it clearly or not, the spiritual world has already moved in your favor. The shifts have begun. The divine spotlight is moving toward you. And when heaven decides to make someone visible, nothing and no one can hide them. It doesn't matter who tried to bury your name. It doesn't matter who refused to acknowledge your gifts. It doesn't matter how long they pretended you didn't exist. All that matters now is that divine timing has activated your recognition. You are entering rooms that were once closed to you, not by your strength, but by your spiritual signature. People will begin to feel drawn to you without even understanding why. Don't second-guess it. Don't downplay it. This is your favor manifesting. This is what you were made for. This is what all the delay, all the hardship, all the pruning was preparing you for. You weren't being punished. You were being perfected. And now, that perfection is ready to be seen. The world will catch your energy before they catch your name. They will sense your essence before they understand your assignment. For so long, you were hidden in plain sight. You were the blessing, standing quietly in the background while others sought the spotlight. But you never needed attention. You carried value. You never sought applause. You carried impact. And that's why this season is so powerful. The blessing you are is now going to be recognized, not through loud noise, but through undeniable results, through presence, through favor, through how environments change when you arrive. This next chapter isn't about chasing recognition. It's about becoming the reflection of divine presence. You are walking proof that there is something sacred about staying faithful, staying kind, and staying aligned, even when no one is clapping for you. And now that you're stepping into visibility, your presence won't come with gimmicks. It will come with grace. Grace that attracts. Grace that communicates power. Grace that causes eyes to lock onto you because they see something they've never encountered before. Chosen one, you are not just being noticed because of your outer presence. You're being seen because your spirit is radiating a higher frequency. You've grown. You've elevated. You've expanded. And now, even your silence speaks volumes. Your energy goes before you. Your name is being discussed in rooms you've never entered yet. Your image is forming in the minds of people who are about to help shift your life. And here's the key. You don't have to change anything to be seen. You just have to stay true to your essence. Your authenticity is your superpower. It's your spiritual magnet. You were never meant to chase. They were meant to recognize. You were never meant to push. You were meant to attract. You are in a season where effort gives way to elegance, where striving gives way to spiritual alignment. You're not just catching people's eyes for attention's sake. You are catching eyes because heaven has made you a beacon. A divine spotlight is resting on you. Your presence reminds people of something higher, something they lost, something they need. You're not just a person, you're a mirror. You're a mirror of resilience, a mirror of healing, a mirror of grace. And when people look at you now, they will feel something inside of them stirring. You will awaken things in others just by showing up as yourself. That's why this visibility is sacred. Because it's not ego, it's essence. It's not performance, it's presence. You are no longer trying to convince people of who you are. They will feel it, they will sense it, and they will honor it. The eyes that were blind to your worth are being opened now, not because you demanded it, but because it's time. And here's something powerful. Your elevation will not be explainable. People will try to trace it, try to understand it, try to rationalize it, but they won't be able to. Because this is spiritual. This is supernatural. This is divine timing, meeting divine identity. You are not being elevated because of who you know. You're being elevated because of who you are, because of what you carry, because of how you endured without bitterness, because of how you stayed whole in a world full of brokenness. Chosen one, you have entered a season where heaven is echoing your name. The whisper is becoming a roar. The glow is becoming a fire. You will no longer be ignored. And it's not because of a trend. It's because of your truth. It's because your time has arrived. The people who used to look past you will now pause. Those who once dismissed you will now remember you. The same ones who couldn't find space for your light will now be drawn to your flame. But don't let the applause distract you from the assignment. Visibility is not the victory. It's the tool. It's the way God gets you in position to pour out, to speak, to heal, to guide, to build. You are being seen for a reason. Your life is going to inspire more than just likes. It's going to birth legacy. And in this season, you will no longer doubt whether you're enough. You'll feel it in every glance, in every opportunity, in every door that opens. You are more than enough. You are chosen. Chosen to represent heaven's glory. Chosen to reflect love without pretense. Chosen to carry light into places that forgot what hope looks like. You are not just becoming known. You are becoming necessary. Necessary to the shift. Necessary to the healing. Necessary to the prophecy being fulfilled. And let this settle in your spirit. You do not need to compete. You do not need to force your way into anything. What is yours is attracted to the true version of you. Not the edited one. Not the performing one. Not the one shaped by pain and defense. The true you. The healed you. The whole you. The glowing, undeniable version of you that carries both humility and power. There will be moments ahead where your presence alone shifts the temperature of the room, where your name alone changes the direction of a conversation, where your glance alone awakens something in another's soul. This isn't charisma. This is calling. This is what happens when divine oil is poured on someone for such a time as this. So carry yourself like someone who's seen. Not seen by the world, but by heaven. Carry yourself like someone whose presence has been stamped by divine purpose. Because you are no longer just walking in visibility, you are walking in victory. And every eye that turns your way is just confirmation of what God already decided. You are a blessing, and your time to shine has arrived. Chosen one, this moment you're stepping into isn't random. It's the fulfillment of a divine setup. Your life is not just turning heads, it's turning tides. When people begin to notice you now, it's not because of something you've newly acquired or a status you've suddenly earned. It's because the appointed time has arrived. The hour of hiding is over. The season of obscurity has been completed. You're not in the shadows anymore. You're being divinely presented to the world, not as a project, but as proof. You are proof that consistent faith pays off. You are proof that grace is real. You are proof that heaven has favorites. And favor is no respecter of background, resume, or status. You are being raised up in a way that cannot be denied. The oil that flows over your life now is making you visible in realms you didn't even know you had access to. Your light can no longer be dimmed. Your essence can no longer be ignored. You are in your glow era. The people around you are starting to sense it. Some are confused. Some are in awe. Some are convicted. Because the truth is, your glow carries a mirror. When you walk into rooms now, you remind people of who they could be if they hadn't compromised. You remind them of what it looks like to still be whole after the storm. You remind them of divine identity in a world that sells superficiality. That's why you don't just catch eyes, you awaken eyes. You activate sight in people who had forgotten how to dream, how to believe, how to feel. And this is just the beginning. As your visibility increases, so will your impact. But don't let the attention distract you from the mission. This is still sacred. It's not about applause, it's about alignment. It's not about fame, it's about function. You have something the world needs, and God is making sure that the right eyes see you at the right time. You will not need to chase. Your authenticity is drawing them in. You will not need to convince. Your essence is doing the talking. They will notice you not because of loudness, but because of your light. They will remember you not because of perfection, but because of your presence. You've walked through fire and came out glowing. You've walked through betrayal and came out blessed. You've walked through delay and came out destined. And now, chosen one, the glow is undeniable. But with every glow comes a gate, a spiritual gate that separates the ones who are ready from the ones who are still hiding. And you're crossing it. You're walking through the gate of recognition, of honor, of supernatural increase, of divine positioning. What was locked is opening. What was held back is releasing. What was hidden is being revealed. And you are the message wrapped in movement. You are the vision that people didn't even know they were waiting to see. So walk boldly, speak softly, move intentionally. Every step you take now is amplified. Every decision you make now is magnified. You've become a focal point, not because of who you tried to be, but because of who you truly are. You didn't climb a ladder to be seen. You were placed. You were chosen. You were appointed. You are not self-made. You are spirit-made. You are beginning to see divine reversals. Where you were once the least considered, now you're the first one they think of. Where you were once dismissed, now you're being pursued. The ones who couldn't recognize your light are now blinded by it. Not in vengeance, but in revelation. Your elevation is their invitation to rise too. Because that's what a true chosen one does. You don't just rise, you raise others with you. You don't just glow, you ignite.